So, hi. Please concentrate on the driving, but I know you can still respond. I was ghosted once. And like we say, yeah, say thanks to the guy who ghosted me. So, yeah, so in my opinion, the relationship was going really, really well. Like, my friends are like, oh my god, this guy is so nice, but he just ghosted me. Like, he went quiet, no goodbye, nothing, stopped responding to my texts, stopped picking up my calls. I talked to his friends are like, no, they couldn't really explain, two of his friends. So I would like to know from a man's point of view, because for me, I just think that people who ghost others are cowards, honestly. So what would you say are some of the reasons that guys ghost girls?
Okay, so I think first of all, ghosting is not cool, it's not right. But I think some of the reasons why that come to the top of my head is, for example, the first thing that comes to my head is, one of the reasons would be if the relationship is moving too fast. So you have started to get to know each other, but you get to a point where you feel as if the pace at which the relationship has progressed is quicker than my level of commitment. So that's why I think that it's very important that even as people are getting to know each other, please pace yourselves. Like, for example, like we always say, that women should learn to not only move based on a guy's subtle the subtle things that you pick up about a guy, but be moved by his commitment, be moved by the things that he actually says towards the things that he's doing. So I think when a relationship now moves too fast, and then you feel as if it's gotten away from you, you'll find people then, instead of doing the mature thing, instead of doing the right thing, they end up deciding to just pack up and leave, maybe to avoid the drama of having to tell you that, look, I actually do like you, but I feel as if we've gone too far, too fast, and I'm still not sure that this is it for me. Okay. So I hope that makes sense.
Yeah, it does. Thank you very much.
Okay, then maybe the other reason that comes to the top of my head is when the relationship was not built on honesty, when the foundation was not an honest foundation. I'll give you an example. So, for example, when someone is already in a committed relationship, and then they also, start getting to know you, and once again, the relationship, you can only keep a facade for so long. So at some point, the truth has to come out. So you now get to a point where, you can't keep this up. And instead of actually opening up and telling the truth that, look, I'm really sorry, I shouldn't have really allowed this to get to where it is now, because I'm actually in a committed relationship, or I actually can't be in a relationship with you for whatever reason, then the person once again does the immature thing and just goes. So I think on that one, it's very important that relationships are built on honesty on both sides, the guy and the girl. Honesty is very important, because if you're going to build it on a facade, you can't keep a facade up for so long. But also, for the people who are thinking of ghosting, please repent and make sure, because I don't know, how did you feel when you were ghosted?
To be honest with you, I think that's one of the worst experiences I've ever gone through. Like, it was okay, we'd talk almost every day, texting and all, and it just stopped. And I was wondering, what did I do wrong? Maybe there's just something wrong with me. I started to blame myself, and I started to feel like I'm not good enough, and it really, really affected my self-esteem. So it's only now that I'm beginning to see that, oh, okay, so this is a real thing, and it's still happening. Because people don't really talk about it. You don't want to go to your friends, oh, the guy I told you about, he's just gone quiet. Because then I don't think there was a name.
There was a term,
that nice guy. Like, my friends were like, oh, Pepsi, finally. Because for me, relationships were such a struggle. So that's why this is a testimony for me. So I couldn't really go to my friends And you know what? The worst thing is that this guy put up on his BBM and said, "Good riddance to bad rubbish." And my friends are like, "Oh my god." I don't know if it was for me, but like it really, really affected me. So for me, this issue, like, so it's not a good thing.
No,
like, I was
not,
really, really affected for a long time. I was affected, and the person had the audacity to come back. He zombied me. So when you've been ghosted, the person can, when they come back like nothing happened, they want to make peace, it's called being zombied. So basically they come back to life. So, but then that time I had grown in my faith and I was able to say no. But I can imagine there are girls who feel like when he comes back, finally we can fix this. So yeah, for me, that's it.
So what are our takeaways?
For me, for ladies, don't be too available. And when I say don't be too available, I say so from a place of, with the guy who ghosted me, I was desperate. Like I was saying, man, Lord, please, I'm tired of this desert. So I blew up the gestures, you know. Anything he did was like supernatural. So for me, I would say, ladies, don't be too available and don't be desperate, because it's in desperation that we're most vulnerable. So if you're at a place of stillness where you're okay being alone, you're also okay being in a relationship, you can make solid decisions, not when the pendulum is swinging on one extreme end where you're just like, I really, really need a man. It blinds you from seeing, is this person legit, are they not? And also, let's be just kind to one another. We're in a generation where self-love, you know, it's about me. That's why people can do that to other people and feel like I don't owe you an apology. It's about me. I'm doing me. So we need to establish, is it self-love or is it selfishness? You know, so yeah, for me, that's my takeaway.
And I think it's important to pace yourselves, especially when you're getting to know each other. Don't let the relationship be based on the potential of something coming in. Let everything that you do be based on commitment, on present commitment and where you are now. And I think also honesty is very important on both sides. If you're not willing to be honest with someone, then just leave them alone. Don't start anything, because anything that's not based on honesty, you will not be able to sustain. You will not be able to keep up. And and as my wife said, it's important for you to consider the fact that you need to be kind, and remember that whatever seeds you're sowing, even in someone else's life, there's a season where you will harvest.
So thank you so much for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. We want to reach as many people as possible.
All that fun stuff.
Because you know, these are things that people don't talk about. No one, like in our generation, no one will come and say I was ghosted. It's embarrassing. Like you feel like you're the loser, but it's happening. So share with somebody. We'll see you soon. God bless.